After 3 years as his best employee, he promoted someone else, so she quit, and he chased her. 3 years of hard work. 3 years of arriving early, staying late, solving problems no one else could fix, and never asking for recognition. Then, in just one meeting, everything changed. When the promotion everyone expected her to receive was handed to someone else, she smiled politely, congratulated her coworker, walked back to her desk, and quietly handed in her resignation. She thought she was leaving with nothing. But what happened after she walked out the door changed both her life and her boss's forever. Before we begin, if you enjoy heartwarming stories about kindness, second chances, and people who choose compassion over bitterness, please like this video, subscribe to Kindness Matters, and leave a comment telling us where you're watching from. Your support helps us share more inspiring stories with people around the world. Olivia Carter had worked at Westbrook Solutions in Chicago for exactly 3 years. Everyone in the office knew her as the person who could fix almost anything. If a client was upset, Olivia calmed them down. If a project was falling apart, she quietly stayed late until it was finished. If a new employee felt lost, she was the first to offer help without expecting anything in return. She never chased attention. She believed that doing the right thing would eventually speak for itself. Her manager, Daniel Brooks, noticed her dedication every single day. At least, that was what everyone believed. When the position of senior operations manager became available, nearly the entire office assumed Olivia would get it. She had earned it through countless weekends at work, hundreds of successful projects, and an attitude that inspired everyone around her. The morning of the announcement arrived. The employees gathered in the conference room, smiling and whispering to each other. Olivia wasn't nervous. She simply felt ready. Daniel stepped forward with a smile. "I'm excited to announce that our new senior operations manager is Ryan Mitchell." The room became strangely quiet. Ryan looked shocked before walking forward to accept congratulations. Olivia clapped with everyone else. She even smiled at Ryan, who looked embarrassed. No one noticed the disappointment she carried inside. Back at her desk, she carefully packed a few family photos, her favorite coffee mug, and the small notebook where she kept encouraging quotes. Then she typed a short resignation letter. No complaints. No anger. No accusations. She simply thanked the company for the opportunity and wished everyone success. As she walked toward the elevator, several coworkers tried to stop her. "Please don't leave," one whispered. "You deserve so much better," another said. Olivia simply smiled. "Sometimes," she answered gently, "the right door only opens after another one closes." She stepped outside into the cool afternoon air. For the first time in years, she had absolutely no idea what came next. Back upstairs, Daniel finally saw the resignation email. His face lost all color. "What?" he whispered. He immediately ran toward her empty desk. She was already gone. Without thinking twice, Daniel rushed downstairs and out onto the sidewalk. He spotted Olivia walking toward the train station. "Olivia," he shouted. She turned around, surprised. He finally caught up, breathing heavily. "Please, don't leave." She looked at him calmly. "I already have." Daniel lowered his head. "I made a terrible mistake." Olivia remained silent. Daniel continued. "The board wanted Ryan because he had management experience from another company. They believed he would impress investors. I agreed because I thought you'd stay no matter what." Those words hurt even more than losing the promotion. "You assumed I'd always be here," Olivia said quietly. Daniel nodded. "I did, and I shouldn't have." There was a long silence between them. Finally, Olivia smiled gently. "I hope Ryan succeeds. None of this is his fault." Daniel looked surprised. "You aren't angry?" "Of course I was hurt," she admitted. "But carrying anger only makes the pain heavier." Her kindness made Daniel feel even worse. For the first time in years, he realized leadership wasn't about keeping talented employees. It was about appreciating them before they walked away. Over the following weeks, Olivia searched for a new job. Money became tight. Still, every Tuesday afternoon she volunteered at a neighborhood food pantry, helping families who were struggling. One rainy evening, she noticed an elderly man trying to carry several heavy grocery bags. Without hesitation, she offered to help. As they walked together, they talked about life, family, and work. The man introduced himself as Charles Bennett. He listened carefully as Olivia shared her recent experience. Instead of criticizing her former company, she simply said, Sometimes disappointment teaches us where we're truly meant to be. Charles smiled. You have a rare heart. A few days later, Olivia received an unexpected phone call. Charles invited her to lunch. During the meal, he finally revealed something surprising. He was the founder of Bennett Community Health Network, one of the fastest-growing nonprofit healthcare organizations in the Midwest. I've spent years looking for leaders with skill, Charles said. But after meeting you, I realized kindness may be the greatest leadership skill of all. He offered Olivia the position of Director of Community Operations. The salary was higher than her previous job. The benefits were better. But what mattered most was the mission, helping people every single day. Olivia accepted with grateful tears. Meanwhile, Westbrook's solution struggled. Ryan worked hard, but he couldn't replace the culture Olivia had quietly built. Employee morale dropped. Clients noticed the difference. Within 6 months, several experienced workers had left. Daniel understood why. People hadn't stayed because of the company. They had stayed because of Olivia. One afternoon, Daniel requested a meeting with her. They met at a small coffee shop. He smiled warmly. I didn't come to offer you your old job back. Olivia laughed softly. I figured. I came to thank you. She looked confused. Daniel continued. Losing you forced me to become a better leader. I started recognizing employees, listening more carefully, and making sure no one ever feels invisible again. Olivia smiled. I'm happy to hear that. He handed her a small framed certificate. It read, Kindness changes more than business. You taught me that, Daniel said. Olivia accepted it with quiet gratitude. As they shook hands, there were no hard feelings left. Only respect. Sometimes the greatest success doesn't come from receiving the promotion you expected. Sometimes it comes from discovering a place where your kindness is valued just as much as your talent. And sometimes the people who fail to appreciate you become the ones who learn the biggest lessons because of your example. If this story touched your heart, remember this. Never let disappointment turn your heart cold. Keep showing kindness. Keep doing your best. The right people will notice, even if it takes longer than you hoped. A kind heart is never wasted, and every act of compassion plants a seed that can grow into something far greater than you ever imagined.